Hi everyone, now we are going to look at the 8th question of IITM-Maths Max 1 for graded assignment 1. Okay, now let's see how to solve this question. So this question may look little difficult, but if you understand it logically, it is one of the very easiest questions. Okay, now let us see. So here they have said a room contains 120 chairs that are arranged in rows and columns. Okay, the number of chairs per row is 1 less than twice the number of rows. Now they are asking which of the following statements are true. So solving from the given logic, we should conclude from the answer options. That's all. Okay, now let us solve. So here, if you see, the room contains 120 chairs, so which are arranged in rows and columns. Okay, so now C represents the number of chairs. Okay, and R represents the chair which is arranged in rows. Okay, so remember this simple logic. Now they have said clearly the room contains 120 chairs that are arranged in rows and columns. So from here itself, rows and column, R represent rows and C represent chairs which are arranged in rows. Okay, so rows and columns. Okay, so the rows and columns. So the chairs are arranged in the particular row. Hence, R into C is equal to 120. So we can frame it as equation 1. Now, moving on further. From this logic, you just arrive at the equation. The number of chairs per row is 1 less than twice the number of rows. Okay, so they have said the number of chairs in the row. Okay, the number of chairs per row. That's what I have written as C is. So the place of is right equal to and 1 less than. So 1 less than twice the number of rows. So twice the number of rows. That is all. Okay. So the value of C is equal to 2 or minus 1. We are going to substitute here. That is all. Okay. Fine. So here R into in the place of C 2R minus 1 is equal to what? 120. Okay. Fine. So moving further, so multiply or take the r inside, we'll be getting it as 2r square. So 2r into r is 2r square minus, keep the r inside, minus r is equal to 120. Now take this 120 to the left hand side, 2r square minus r minus 120 is equal to 0. Now, so this is the little bit toughest because the product is little large. Therefore, we are going to use the quadratic formula. We are going to use quadratic formula to find r. So r is equal to, what is the quadratic formula? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, fine. So moving further, so we'll be getting it as the coefficient of r square. So that is a is equal to 2 and the coefficient of r, that is b is equal to minus 1, and the coefficient here, there is no coefficient, there is only constant, therefore c is equal to 120. Don't forget minus. Okay, fine. So r is equal to the formula, substituting these values you are going to write it. So in the place of b, minus of, so here minus of minus 1 plus or minus root of b square. So minus 1 is there, minus 1 the whole square minus 4 into 2, 4. In the place of a, 2 is there. In the place of c, minus of 120. Okay, divide by 2 times a. So in the place of a, 2 into 2. Okay, fine. Now moving on further, r is equal to minus into minus 1, 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus 1 square is 1 minus 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 120, that is 960. So therefore minus of minus 960, that is plus 960. Alright, divide by 4. Okay, so moving further, we'll be getting it as, you split up the values. So in the place of plus and minus it is there, no, so r is equal to, so keep this value aside and 1 by 4 plus or minus root of 961 divided by 4. Okay, fine. So R is equal to 1 divided by 4. What is 1 divided by 4? It is 0.25 plus or minus. So root of 961 by 4 will be getting it as 7.75. So while solving the online calculator, definitely square root, so they have given. So root of 961 divided by 4 will be getting it as 7.75. So now let us split up the values. So R value will be 0.25. Now keep the plus sign separately. So plus 0.25 plus 7.75 R. R is equal to 0.25 minus 7.75. Okay. Okay. So now moving further. So 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 7.75 will be getting the value of R is equal to what? 8. Okay. R. So minus 2 point, sorry, minus 0.25 minus 7.75, what will be getting? So we'll be getting it as R is equal to minus 7.5. We can't take the negative value, hence we'll ignore this value and we'll take the R value. Okay, so therefore R represents the row. Okay, so number of rows that it is being represented by R. So R is equal to 8. The value of R we are taking it and solving in the topmost equation. So here only. So the chairs which are arranged in rows, C is equal to 2 into 8. So R value we got 8 at the bottom. So 2 into 8 minus 1. So C is equal to 16 minus 1. C is equal to 15. So the number of chairs is 15 and the row is 8. So which option tallies that? So let us check the answer options. The number of rows and chairs per row are 15 and 8. So number of rows and chairs per row are 8 and 15. So you should be very careful. So how much rows we got? We got the rows. So rows we got it as 8 and the chairs we got it as what? 15. So C is equal to 15. It represents number of chairs. C is equal to 15 and R is equal to 8. It represents the number of rows. Okay, so therefore option B is the correct answer. Hope you like my video. If you like my video, kindly press the like button, share it with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.